morning, London has just opened. We have seen magic on the gold market. Gold sinking 1.2% on the opening bell. So hi guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. On our end, we're doing well, watching markets, trading markets. So for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we haven't posted any video, and it's because we've been focusing on doing other things. We've been just doing the screen breakdowns, but now we've decided to come back, and we've come back big time. So markets, what are we watching? Gold. So gold has been volatile for the last 10 days. We've seen something we've never witnessed before. New prices, new highs, hit all-time new highs. So trading as high as the 1976 level today early in the morning, but we have quickly seen a rejection and a break to the downside, trading as low as 1916. We are sure that most people have blown their accounts trying to catch the top, or at the same time trying to sell it, but it's not a wise idea to try and chase the market. Let it relax, let it cool down, then you can come in, you can participate. So we'll show you the breakdowns we are watching, what we are looking at. We have other trades. We are looking at the Dow Jones. We're looking for collapse. I have also some currencies. I'm looking for the dollar to keep on getting stronger, and I think that will be done for the day. So that's it from us, and hope we'll hear from you guys wanting to learn how to trade or do other things. So I'll go straight into the chart breakdowns.
So good afternoon, people. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. So I'll start off with the analysis, then Ken will come in and finish. So just jumping it straight into GU, we can see GU is within this channel formation. So this is the 4-hour chart. No need to jump into the daily chart because I'm looking at the same formation. So it's in a channel within a channel. So long term, we've seen a lot of dollar weakness. So this pairs, euro has been rising, Aussie dollar has been rising, GBP USD has also been rising. So I'm still long term, still bullish on this one. I'm just looking for a short correction, at least within this channel, as you can see. So this is what I'm looking at. This is the pattern I'm watching. At least market to retrace, have that correction, get that bounce, then we can get that last push to the upside to respect the bigger channel information like that. So that is what I am currently watching. Okay, but if you go to the daily chart, yesterday's daily chart was still very bullish. So here, so you can see we still have that strong bullish close yesterday, especially after breaking the 1.2650 level, this level that was really annihilated yesterday. Last week market broke up above it, and it has been pushing further up. So at the same time, you can be a bit cautious on this trade, not to jump straight into that short trade looking for a top, but I'm basically following the the chart pattern downstairs on the 4-hour as well as the 1-hour. So if you go to the 1-hour chart, you can see this is that channel that I'm looking at, this channel within a channel. So you can see this formation, and I sort of had this wedge sort of formation on the hourly chart. So this is something I'm looking at. You can see we got that first bounce here, second bounce here, and I was looking for this third bounce. However, I was looking for this level to short it at this level up here, but the market this was trading at night, which I wasn't awake to look at it at that time. So I got in today morning earlier on. I have that short position just to push market to the downside. I have that tight stop loss over there. However, it will be best not to put a tight stop loss if you want to run this short position, as you can retest yesterday's high yet again at that level. So that's basically what I'm watching on GBP USD, and I'll go on to the next pair. The next pair I'm looking at is GBP AUD. So I'm also looking for, I remember yesterday we had a Zoom session which was showing people I was very long on this one, because this was the analysis I was looking at. As you can see, this is a channel formation. We had that A, B, C, D, E, very reliable third bounce on the downside. We got that strong push to the upside, and now market is sort of finding resistance. So yesterday, remember, I was telling people I'm still very long on this one, so I'm looking for levels at least to come to 1.8445 level. However, today I was looking for a bearish signal. I was seeing the market sort of getting stopped at this level, having sort of that third bounce of the trend line to push further down back to 1.770. So that's analysis I'm having. I'm just still hanging in between the fence. If you go down to the 1-hour chart, or before we go to the 1 hour chart, if you look at the daily chart as well, you can see we've been having bullish momentum ever since we hammered at this bottom. So we sort of had this slowdown yesterday in momentum. Market hasn't really been moving, so I'm looking to short this pair at least back down to that level that I was talking about. So if you go down to the 1 hour chart, as I was talking about, at least to get a good entry, you can look at this pattern over here. So you can see we sort of have this bounce of here, we can get another bounce, and market can come further up and get that third bounce at this level before we shoot further down. So that is another entry I can be looking at. So you can see at that short position earlier on, as I was relying on the trend line formation, but we can get that bounce up here at this level. Market can come to that level, bounce off that level before we go further down. So that's basically what I'm looking at GBP AUD. I also don't have much to say on this one, and that's the basic pairs I'm looking at this week. I'll see you guys next week. Also, don't forget our Zoom sessions, which we have them every week. You can always join them because we do that live analysis on there. So I'll leave the floor to Ken, and I'll see you guys soon.
So hi guys, welcome back to the charts. For me, I won't be looking at many pairs. Today I'll only look at 4 pairs. So I'll look at Dow Jones, I'll look at gold, I'll look at oil, and finally I'll clear with Euro Yen. So I'll start off with oil. Oil on the weekly chart. This is my weekly chart on oil. What am I looking for? On the weekly chart, no bearish signal has been formed. So for a long time, we were struggling to go above the $40 a barrel mark, but finally we got a push above it. And you can see yesterday we went we went as high as the 42.63. I think the markets will keep on pushing high. I think we could even tap into the $45 a barrel mark before we get the downward trend. So if I look at it from a daily perspective, then it becomes clearer. So yeah, if you look at it from a daily perspective, even if you look at the last candle that was formed, which was yesterday on Monday, suggests that there's bullish price action information, and I think markets will keep on moving higher. So I'm looking for R2 first, which is the $43 mark a barrel, 43.5, 43.8. If we get a good close above this, then markets can keep on pushing higher until the 45.88 mark. So fundamentals supporting this one, a weaker dollar is in check. So if you look at commodities, they've been rallying, but oil for a long time has just been consolidating. So I think if we get a breakout out of this small consolidation, which is sort of small but bullish, you can see clearly we are forming higher lows and higher highs as we move higher, but in a slow way. So either markets will keep on moving with a slow trend, or we could get a breakout and a fast move higher all the way to the $45-46 mark. So if I look at it from the 4-hour perspective, the execution I've taken, so I executed a long position yesterday. I have a channel formation in place, so very good bounces coming in. So we had the first bounce, second bounce, and now this was the third bounce, which was formed yesterday. So probably you'll get a retest of this level, and you'll get a continuation to the upside. So I'm looking for $45 ultimately, which is about 360 pips from where I executed, but that will depend on the momentum and the price action behavior at this level. If we get to this level and price action is still bullish, then I'll keep on buying. But if we break past this, then I will exit the market and watch first, probably for correction before the continuation. So that's my outlook on oil. On the lower time frames, I still have the same pattern formation, so I don't see any need for me going down there. So let's wait and see. If I'm wrong, I think markets, a break of 40.8, 40.5 nullifies my idea, and if that happens, then we'll pivot and start looking for shorts. We'll start looking for entries, but in the event that that happens, I'll keep you updated on the site if you follow our website, and in the group for those who have subscribed on the group. So that's it. So I'll move on to the next pair, which is gold. So this is gold. Again, I'll start off from the weekly chart. For over the last 10 days, we have seen some huge momentum behind this market. We've seen some very, very good bullish price action taking this market as high as the 1976 mark. So what normally happens for me is once you get a break of this Fibonacci pivots, I have to change and look at the traditional and look at the next levels, which are key levels. So I actually have my levels, but I like confirmation from the pivots. So if you look at the level, I think gold 1950, we will struggle to go above this level. I just don't see it happening anytime soon. We'll first get a correction, but that will be dependent on whether we'll get a close below the 1915, 1920 mark. And based on the behavior of price action today, I think we could be getting that correction at least to 1750 before the continuation to 2100. For now, short-term markets are still overextended, and I think for October we'll be getting a correction. Probably in August and September, this is the play. Then in October we'll get this bull move now to close the year at 2000, 2100 levels, 2200 levels, depending on the momentum, because clearly you can see, this year could end up with us trading as high as the 2300 level before we turn to next year. If I look at it from a daily perspective, so this is the daily chart. Clearly you can see again we have a strong level at this point, 1950, and the behavior of price today confirms that probably there is a lot of profit taking at this point and a lot of shorts coming in at this zone. So this zone I'm currently looking for shorts. I'll go down to the lower time frame to show you what I'm looking at, but clearly you can see the behavior of price action. This is the first trade day out of very many bullish days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then the 7th day got rested after 6 days of bullish price action. On the 7th day markets rested, so you can see a lot of profit taking happening at this point. If you go down to the 4-hour chart, so you can see again a strong level, 1975, and we witnessed again some drop all the way to 1930. So you may get a pullback all the way back up to 1975, 1950, 1916, 1975. The hourly I think is better for me for timing this one. So if I look at it from the hourly perspective, first of all I will be watching the 1950 mark, so which is the 61.8 and then 78.6. In the event that you get a break past these ones, then you could get bullish momentum to continue again up to 2000, 2150. So you can't be solid on this one. We're still trying to look at what will happen, but at this price, at these current levels, 1900 to 1975, just watch. I don't think markets will bypass this 1975 level to go to the upside. I think there's a lot of selling coming in at this point, and I think markets will just keep on moving lower, first to 1875, 1850, and ultimately 1750 before the next bullish momentum. So that's my outlook on gold, and now I'll go down to the next pair. Next I will look at Euro Yen. So Euro Yen, last 2 weeks bullish momentum, bullish price action, and I think actually Euro Yen is lagging the Euro. So I think there's still some upside on Euro Yen based on what is happening from a weekly perspective. Next target that I'm looking for is the 126.3 level, which is the next upside target. If I look at it from a daily perspective, just quick reviews. Yesterday's close definitely doesn't suggest bearish momentum. So today currently it's about 2 hours into London Open, and you can see some bearish momentum coming in, pushing this market lower. If we get a break of 123, 122.8, then I could start changing my bias, but again I don't see it happening. I think this is just a slight correction, a slight coming in of orders or execution of orders before we get the move higher, So I'm looking for 126.3, still holding, still confident in my judgment, and I think price action has not yet defied my judgment. So if you look at it from the 4-hour perspective, we're still trading above a crucial level, the P level, and if markets are still trading above this, it will just be a break, a retest, and then you get the continuation and the move higher. So as long as markets are dangling around this region, I will keep on holding into my longs. I've already executed some of these trades that I'm tackling here. Like this one, I'm already in. On oil, I'm also already in. And I'm looking for this one to keep on rising. First target on 25.5, second target on 26.3. But let's watch what markets will be doing, and then we'll decide how to position ourselves. In the event that you get a break below this level, then I will start pivoting, at least for the short term, first to watch where markets will be going. But long term, I think I'm still looking for the long position to 126.3. So that's my outlook on Euro Yen. Nothing much on some of these pairs. So for most of these pairs, you still look at them and you find out that there isn't much that has changed, at least from my perspective. Just some random corrections which normally happen. If you look at charts for a long time, you'll discover that some of these things just normally happen before we get the bullish moves to develop. So unless you get now a break of this trend line, a break of this strong trend line on the hourly, I think that's when I'll change my bias. But for now, I'm still holding into longs. I'm still expecting longs to play out. You can see my risk reward ratio is intact. I'm looking for long positions at least all the way to the 126.3. So a good risk reward ratio of about 1:5. I wouldn't feel any pain by losing such a small amount in trying to get this big number of pips, because that's what happens in trading. If you are caught on the wrong side, you lose money. If you're caught on the right side, you make money. So that's my outlook on Euro Yen, and now I'll go down to the last pair that I'll be looking at, Dow Jones. So finally, I will look at one of my favorite trades for the week, the Dow Jones. I'll start off from the weekly chart. So I just clicked on the weekly chart. Yeah, so on the weekly chart, you can see we're still trading below the P level. I expect these markets to keep on moving lower, at least to the 24,000 level, which is the next downside target. On the daily, if you look at it from the daily perspective, we're still dangling above this trend line, but I expect a break of this trend line and a break of this level at least to the downside. So if I just correct this level again to 26,000, I'm actually betting that the markets will just break this level and retest it before we keep on moving lower. So I think even going into next month, I will still be trading shorts on this pair. So if you get a break of this one and a continuation at least to 24,000, then I'll keep on trading this one. On the 4-hour chart, let me just go straight to the execution on the hourly chart, which is what I normally use for execution. So I've jumped into shorts expecting this market to keep on moving lower. So if you look at my charts, then you can see clearly that the markets have actually started moving lower, and I'm looking for these markets to sink lower all the way to 25,900, which is the next downside target. So that's it from me. And if you're interested in learning, check out our courses. If you're interested in following our live trades, check out our Zoom sessions like Caleb said, and hope to see you next time, next Tuesday, and we'll review some of these trades. So that's it. See you guys.
So that's it from us, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, we want you to understand how to trade the forex market. So make sure to purchase our template for understanding the forex market. We've seen many people trying to jump into the forex market, trying to make that easy and quick money, but we've been doing this for the past 3 to 4 years, and we know what it takes to become a forex trader. Today you can take a trade, luckily you can be successful, but tomorrow doing that another 10 times, you will lose a lot of trades. So come and purchase our book, Understand How to Trade. This book only goes for $25, which is 2,500 Kenya shillings, and you'll get to know a lot that you don't know at the moment. Apart from that, we have our Zoom sessions, which we hold them every week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. We talk about how we trade the markets with accumulated account of 20,000 US dollars, which is about 2 million Kenya shillings. We show the public how we take our trades, how we enter, how we've taken our risk reward, the emotions we are going through, how we are handling it, and basically showing people how to trade the market. This is not a game, this is a serious thing. So we hold these live Zoom sessions at 10:30 a.m. on those scheduled days, and why we do it at this time is because this is the London Open. So we just do it so that people can understand where the market is going to go for that very day. So apart from that, don't forget to like and share our video and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next week.